when people rebel. Policies and the people. In the previous chapter, you look at the policies of the East India Company and the effect they had on different people. King, queen, peasant, landlord, tribal, soldier were all affected in different way. You have also seen how people resist policies and action that harm their interest or go against their sentiments. Nawab lose their power. Since the mid-18th century, Nawab and Rajas had been their power crowed. They had gradually lost their authority and honored residents had been stationed in many courts. The freedom of the ruler reduced, their armed forces disbanded, and their revenue and territories taken away by stages. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the company to project their interest. For example, Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi wanted the company to recognize the adopted son and their heir to the kingdom. After the death of her husband Nana Sahib, the adopted son of Peshwa Baji Rao too pleaded that he be given his father pension. When the later the die, however, the company, confident in the superiority of the military power, turned down these pleas. Awadh was one of the last territory that annexed in 1801 in Subsidiary alliance was imposed on Awadh, and to 1856 it was taken over. Governor General Kasnusik declared that the territory was being misgoverned and British rule needed ensure proper administration. The company even began to plan how to bring the Mughal dynasty to end. The name of the Mughal king remove the points minted by the company in 1849. The Governor General Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the family of king would be shifted out of the Red Fort and given another place in Delhi to reside. In the 1856, Governor General Canning decided that Bahadur Shah Zafar would be the last Mughal king, and after his death, none of the descendants would be recognized as king. They would just be called princes. The peasant and the sepoy. In the countryside, peasant and zamindar resented the high tax and the rigid method of revenue collection. Many failed to pay back their loan to the moneylender and gradually lost the land they had tilled for generations. The Indian sepoy in the employ of the company also had reason for disconnect. They were unhappy about their pay, allowance, and condition of service. Some of the new rule, moreover, violated their religious sensibilities and beliefs. Did you know that in those days many people in the country believed that is they cross the sea they would lose their religion and castle. So when in 1824 the sepoy were told to Burma by the sea route to fight from company, they refused to follow the order. Thought they agreed to go by the land route. They were severely punished, and since the issue died down in 1856, the company passed a new law which stated that every new person who took up the employment of the company army had agreed to service overseas if required. Sepoy also reacted to what was happening in the countryside. Many of them were peasants and the families living in villages, so anger of the peasants quickly spread among the sepoy. Response of reform. The British believed that Indian society had to reform. Law were passed to stop the practice of sati and encourage the remarriage of widows. English language education was actively promoted after 1830s. The company allowed Christian missionaries to function freely in the domain, even open land and property. In 1850, a new law was passed on make conversation on Christianity easier. This law allowed to Indian had to converted a Christianity inherit the property of his sector. Many Indians began to feel that the British were destroying their religion, their social customs, and their traditional way of life. There were, of course, other Indians who wanted to change existing social practices. You will read about the reformer movement in chapter 7 through the eyes of the people. To get a glimpse of the what people are thinking those days about British rule, study source 1 and 2. A mutiny becomes a popular rebellion. Thought struggles between the ruler and the ruled are not unusual. Sometimes such struggles become quite widespread as a popular resistance, so that the power of the state break down. A very large number of people begin to believe that they have to common enemy and rise up against the enemy at the same time. For such a situation to develop, people have to organize, communicate, take initiate, and display the confidence of to turn the situation around. Such a situation developed in the northern part of the India in 1857 after the 100-year conquest and administration. The English East India Company forced a massive rebellion that started in May 1857 and threatened the company's very presence in India. Sepoy mutinied in several places, being from Meerut, and a large number of people from different sections of society rose up in rebellion. Some regarded the biggest armed resistance colonialism in the 19th century anywhere in the world. From Meerut to Delhi. On 20 March 1857, a young soldier, Mangan Pandey, was hanged to death of the attacking his soldier Barakpore. Some days later, some sepoy of the regiment at Meerut refused to do army drill using the cartridges, which were suspected of being coated with the fat of cow and pigs. 85 sepoy were dismissed from service and sentenced to 10 years in jail, disobeying their officer. This happened on 9 May 1857. The response of the other Indian soldiers in Meerut was quite extraordinary. On the 10th May, the soldier marched to the jail Meerut and released the imprisoned sepoy that they attacked and killed British officers. They captured guns and ammunition and set up fire to the building of properties. The British declared war in the Firangi. The soldiers were determined to bring an end their rule is country, but who would rule land instead? The soldier answered the question: the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar. The sepoy of Meerut rode at all night of 10 May to reach Delhi in the year. However, next morning, as news of their arrival spread, the regiment was stationed in Delhi also rose up in rebellion against British officers were killed, and ammunition seized, building set on the fire. Triumph soldier gathered around the wall on the Red Fort where the Badshah lived, demanding to meet him. The emperor was not quite willing to challenge the mighty British power, but the soldiers persisted. They forced their way into the place. The proclaimed Bahadur Shah Jafar as their leader. The aging emperor had accepted the demand of. He wrote letter to all the chief and rules of the country to come forward and organize a confederacy of Indian states to fight the British. This single step taken by Bahadur Shah Jafar had great implication. The Mughal dynasty had ruled over a very large part of a country. Most smaller rulers chieftains controlled different territories on behalf of the Mughal rulers. Threatened by the expansion British rule, many of them felt that equitable rule their over territories was more under Mughal authority. The British had not expected this to happen. They thought the disturbance caused by the issue of the Carthages would die down, but Bahadur Shah Jafar's decision to bless the rebellion changed the entire situation. Dramatic often when people see an alternative possibility, they feel inspired and enthused. It gives them the courage, hope, and confidence to act. The rebellion spread. After the British were removed from Delhi, there was no uprising for almost a week. It took that much time for news to travel, then a spurt in military minds began. Regiment after regiment maintained and took off to join other troops to nodal point like Delhi, Kanpur and Lucknow. After them, the people of the town and villages also rose up rebellion and rallied around local leader, zamindar and chief who were prepared to stabilize their authority and fight the British. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of late Peshawar Baji Rao, who lived in Kanpur, gathered armed force, expelled British garrison from the city. He proclaimed himself Peshwa. He declared that was a governor under Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar in Lucknow. Birj's father, the son of deposed Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, was proclaimed the new Nawab. He too acknowledged the suzerainty. The Bahadur Shah Jafar, his mother Begum Hazrat Mahal, took an active part in organizing the uprising against the British in Jhansi. Rani Lakshmi Bai joined the rebel sepoy and fought the British along with Tantier Tope and General of Nana Sahib in the Mandla region of Madhya Pradesh. Rani Avanti Bhai Lodi of Ramgarh raised and led in the army 4,000 against British who had taken over the administration of her state. The British were greatly outnumbered the rebellion force. They were defeated in a number of battles. The convenience the people that the rule of British collapsed the good. They gave them the confidence to take wing and join the rebellion. A situation widespread popular rebellion developed in the region Awadh, particularly on 6th August 1857. We find telegrams and Lieutenant Colonel Tanter to his commander-in-chief expression the fear felt by the British. Our men are cowed by the number opposed to them and endless fighting. Every village held against the zamindar have rise to oppose us. Many new leaders came up. For the example, Ahmadullah Shah and Maulvi and Faizi Bad prophesied that the rule of the British would come on and soon. He caught the imagination of people, raised a huge force of supporters. He came to Lucknow to fight the British in Delhi. A large number of Ghazis of religious warriors came together. A wipe out the white people. Bhagat Khan, a soldier from Bareilly, took charge of a large force of fighters who came to Delhi. He became a key military leader of a rebellion in Bihar. An old zamindar Kunwar Singh joined and rebelled with the sepoy and battled with the British for many months. Later, and fighters from across the land joined the fight. The company fight back. Inward by the scale, the unable, the company decided to repress the revolt with all its might. It brought reinforcement from England, passed new law so that the rebel could be convicted with case then move into the storm centers of the revolt. Delhi was recaptured from the rebel forces in September 1857. The last Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar was tried in court and sentenced to the imprisonment. He and his wife Begum Zinat Mahal were sent in prison Rangoon in October 1858. Bahadur Shah Jafar died in Rangoon jail in November 1862. The recapture of Delhi, however, did not mean that the rebellion died down. After the people continued the race and battle the British had to fight the 2 years the suppressed massive forces. Popular rebellion Lucknow was taken in March 1858. Rani Lakshmibai was defeated and killed in June 1858. A similar fate awaited Rani Avanti Bai, who after initial victory in Kheri caused to immense death when surrounded by the British on all sides. Then Tia Tope escaped the jungle of the central India, continued to fight a guerrilla war with the support of many tribal and peasant leaders. He was captured, tried and killed in April 1859. Just as victories against the British had earlier encouraged rebellion, the defeat of rebel forces encouraged desertion. The British also tried their best to win back the loyalty of the people. They announced reward in loyal landholder would be allowed to continue the enjoy traditional right over their land. Those had been rebelled were told that if they submitted to the British and they had not killed any white people, they would remain safe and their rights and claim to land would not be denied. Nevertheless, hundreds of sepoy rebels, Nawabs and Rajas were tried to hanged. Aftermath: the British regained control of the country and in of 1859 they could not carry the ruling the land with the same policies and more. Given below the important changes introduced by the British. First, the British Parliament was passed a new act in 1858 that transferred the power of East India Company to the British Crown in order to ensure a more responsible management of the Indian affairs. A member of the British Cabinet was appointed Secretary of State for India and made responsible for all matters related to the governments of India. He was given a council to advise him called the India Council. The Governor General in India was given a title of Viceroy, that is a personal representative of the Crown. Throughout these measures, the British government accepted the responsibility from the ruling India. Second, all ruling chiefs of the country were assured that their territory would never be annexed in future. They were allowed to pass their kingdom of their heir, including adopted son. However, they were made to acknowledge to British Queen as their sovereign paramount. Thus, Indian rulers were hold their kingdom as subordinates of the British Crown. It was decided that was proportion of Indian soldiers in the army would be reduced and number of European soldiers would be increased. It was also decided that instead recruiting soldiers from Awadh, Bihar, Central India and South India, more soldiers would be required from among the Gurkhas, Sikhs and Pathans. For the land property of Muslims was confiscated on the large scale. They were treated the suspicion on their hostility. The British believed that the responsible for the rebellion in a big way. The British decided to respect customary, religious and social practices of the people in India. Policies were made to protect landlord and zamindar are given them to security right over the land. Thus a new phase of history began after 1857.